Hi everyone, Cinder here. Welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Welcome to Support Edition.
Professor. I am sorry to make you tag along with my shopping trip like this. You are very kind to offer your help, even though this is my duty.
Happy to help.
In return, I will gladly come to your aid when you need it someday. Though I fear there may not be so many things I can help you with.
Teach me to fish? Oh, really like fishing. I already know how to fish. Can you help with my combat training?
I would be glad to. However, I would likely learn more from you than you would from me. You made a living as a mercenary under Captain Gerald's guidance. As a comparatively new member of the Knights of Seros, I was not so familiar with his past exploits.
That's fine, neither was I.
Yet clashing swords with him, even just a handful of times, was enough for his abilities to astound me. You, as one trained by him, must have those same great talents. I have devoted my life to the path of a knight, yet I find your mercenary experience lends your blade...
Wait up! Catch me if you can. Come on, this way. This way.
Even in dark times such as these, children can find joy in life.
I never knew you could smile, Gilbert.
Was I smiling?
Yep.
Please, forget you saw that. I do not have the right to such pleasures.
That's pretty extreme. The right?
Indeed. For those we have lost will never be able to smile again. I am sorry. I did not mean to trouble you with such talk. Come, let us head back.
Alright, one more, then we'll do the parties conversations.
Wow.
And I already spent the free time. I did catch the big fish. The thing about the big fish is it's a purple fish. Like there's the small blue, big blue, red fish, and goldfish. It's a purple fish. That's how you know that you're catching the big one for the quest.
Professor,
Hey, Seth.
may I discuss something with you?
Please.
I promised to help you find the truth of who you are, but I'm afraid it's not that simple. There are some details I have kept concealed.
What details?
5 years ago, before she vanished, I asked Rhea some pointed questions. I learned that she knows everything about you. No, that is understating it. Rhea is responsible for your existence.
Come again?
I could explain to you here and now what fragments of knowledge I was able to pry from Rhea. I fear, however, that a partial understanding might do you more harm than good. Once we save Rhea, you will know the whole of it. For now, that is all I can tell you. If you are still uncertain about your feelings, then permit me to add one more thing. You, Rhea, and I, we are like family.
Oh, okay.
Because of those deep ties, you can be certain that I will never abandon or betray you. On the contrary, I greatly wish to see what your future holds. I am, and will always be, your ally.
Even family members can turn on each other.
You are not wrong. History is full of examples. I don't believe that will be the case here, but I suppose all I can do is ask for your trust. The truth is, you have become indispensable to me. And that is true quite independently of whether I see eye to eye with Rhea, or even whether we are friends. After this war is over, where I go and what I do will depend wholly on you.
Wow. What do you mean?
I am still trying to figure that out myself.
You just know?
Perhaps it is just that I find you so fascinating that I cannot bring myself to leave your side. I dislike a one-sided conversation, but in this case, I am afraid I had no choice. Our future is yours to determine.
That's pretty crazy. Alright, let's knock the sports out of the way. And I'll just let them play.
Here you are.
Oh, were you looking for me, Felix?
You were injured in the last battle. Are you okay?
I'm fine now. Thank you for your concern.
You really are troublesome.
I'm so sorry. I didn't want to get in your way out there. I just couldn't help but worry. I was only trying to keep an eye on you.
What are you even doing on the battlefield? You endangered yourself and got hurt. Such a stupid thing to do.
Yes, of course, you're right. I have no excuses.
If you intend to carry on being such a fool, you'd best stay near me.
Are you sure? I'd hate to get in your way again.
You can...
Hmm?
You can keep thinking of me as your little brother. And that'd be better than going through this again.
But I thought you didn't like that. Didn't you say you were fed up with it?
I am fed up with it. I've already spent years filling in for someone who's dead. My older brother inspired love and respect. He was a great knight. He died. Since his death, his memory has followed me around like a shadow.
Oh, I didn't know you had a brother too.
I don't let my personal feelings distract me on the battlefield. Still, do I really remind you of him?
Well, you don't look like him, but something about you feels so familiar. It just makes me want to protect you. That's not to say that you're incapable or unreliable or anything like that. In fact, it's quite the opposite. You're the one who just came to check on me.
You need to pay attention to your surroundings. You're reckless. Lives are at stake, including mine when I have to run over and save your skin.
Yes, I'll try to be more careful. Thank you for being so kind, Felix.
Whatever.
Excuse me, Ash. Do you have a moment? I finally managed to finish cooking a dish, and I would love for you to have a taste.
Sounds good. I'd be happy to. Wow, Mercedes. This is delicious.
I used that herb you suggested. Boiling it gave off such a lovely aroma. I think I used the right amount of spice, too. Even I could eat it without burning my tongue. I'm a much better cook now, thanks to you. I hope you can continue teaching me.
Oh, definitely. I should thank you too.
Thank me? Even after all the trouble I've caused you?
Seeing you persevere has made me really happy. In fact, you've reminded me of someone I cared about a lot.
Oh, someone you cared about? Romantically? This is all so sudden, Ash. I don't...
I didn't mean it that way. I was actually thinking about my brother.
What a relief. I didn't even know you had a brother.
He was the son of Lenato, my adoptive father. I always called him my brother, though. Failure never got to him. All he'd ever do is laugh and try again. Whenever I was feeling down about a setback, he would cheer me up. He'd say something like, "Don't worry, we'll tackle it together next time." I was always happy to have him around.
He sounds like a wonderful person.
He was. And I get the same feeling from you.
I've done nothing but bother you with frivolous little things. I'm sure I could never be like your brother. But I'd like to stay by your side, if you'll have me.
What do you mean?
I want to be there to help you in times of need, or to cheer you up when you're feeling down. I should be able to manage that without doing too much damage.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Thank you, Mercedes. I know I can rely on you.
Oh, how unlucky that we were assigned to clean this ancient tower.
It's not a pleasant job, but someone has to do it.
With all the windows boarded up, it's so dark. And there are strange noises. Like that noise. What was that? A rat? Tell me it was a rat.
Better than a ghost.
You're not scared of ghosts, are you, Ash? I didn't think you'd be.
You haven't seen what I've seen. Ah!
Oh no! What was that noise?
It's okay. It's just the wind blowing the door shut. Oh no, the latch is rusted. It won't budge.
What? You mean we're trapped in here?
I'm sorry. I didn't think to prop the door open.
Don't worry about that now. We need to think of a way out of here.
Well, what if we were to pry the boards off the windows?
Yes, that! We can do it in no time.
Oh, there's something on my face!
Calm down, Ash. It's a cobweb. Just a cobweb. We've got to pull ourselves together. Now, which of the windows should we check? I can't stand it here in the pitch dark.
Oh, I've got one here. Stand back. Oh, we made it.
I wouldn't want to go through that again. For a moment there, I didn't think we'd make it out alive. No. Oh, wait! I've lost it. It's gone.
What is it?
The doll my father gave me. Oh, I must have dropped it.
In the tower? Are you going back for it?
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I've been meaning to throw it out for a while now.
Are you sure? If it was a gift from your father...
Yes, but it can't be helped. Let's just get back to the monastery.
Right.
Excellent. Well done, Ash. Continue such work, and you will certainly make a name for yourself.
You think so? Thank you, Gilbert. You really are amazing, you know. Your skills with the lance and bow are just incredible.
One learns the craft of knighthood well after 40 years of service.
Wow, 40 years! That's incredible! With that many years of training, I'd be really strong, wouldn't I?
Further training and service will only make you stronger. Yet why spend your life this way? Knighthood is not glamorous. On long campaigns, you sleep rough in all manner of weather, and may eat gruel more often than venison. It seems odd that you would admire me, or that you would long to be a knight. Are you sure of yourself?
But of course! It's been my dream for a long time now. I really can't help but admire you. Your years of knighthood are so impressive.
I do not deserve your praise. I merely performed my duties to the best of my skill.
Don't be modest, you're a great knight. If there's any more you can teach me, I would be very happy to learn.
Tell me this. Once you don the armor, raise your shield, and level your lance, why? What is it you wish to protect?
Protect? Well, whatever needs protecting, right?
You must know exactly what you protect before you become a knight.
I understand. I'll take that to heart. What is it that you want to protect, if I may ask?
My duty has always been to protect my lord. That is a given for any knight, but for myself, doubly so. Then there are the personal reasons. Each knight has their own, yet mine, I do not speak of.
Oh, how come?
Because it is personal. Mine. It allows me to focus on the work and grants me discipline. That is sufficient.
Discipline, huh? Something to protect. I'll have to think of something.
What's wrong, Ash? Why are you standing there?
I've been thinking. No matter what I do, Lenato and my brother are never coming back.
Do you hate me?
I don't know. Maybe I do. I know you're an ally I can trust, a knight I can respect. But maybe I do.
Why don't you take a swing at me? I bet that'll make you feel better.
What?
Don't just stand there with that timid look on your face. Come at me!
I don't think that's going to help.
This isn't about avenging the dead. It's about taking revenge for yourself. It's how survivors move on. What will you do, Ash? You're welcome to stare at your feet for the rest of your life. Ah, that look in your eye. I like it! Come on, put your back into it!
Catherine?
Yes, Ash?
I don't know what's right anymore. I don't.
Don't be a fool. You decide for yourself what's right and what's wrong. I believe Lady Rhea is right, so I won't allow anyone to bring her harm.
What about a friend? How could you kill a friend to protect her, with no hesitation?
I couldn't. I'll never forget that day. When they took him, all I could do was stand there. I had to persuade myself, saying over and over under my breath, this is the right thing to do. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have been able to stand there. I would have cried out. I'm still persuading myself even now. I probably will be for the rest of my life. If I let myself regret what happened, he will have died for no reason.
Catherine.
Uncertainty is weakness. Someday, Ash, you'll have to make up your mind. You know who I am. What will you do about it?
I...
Ugh, my head. Why am I here instead of the infirmary? When did I... Oh boy.
How are you feeling, Professor Manuela?
Sylvain? What do you need at this hour?
You don't remember? Well, you collapsed in the infirmary and...
That doesn't sound like me. Wait, no, I remember. The truth is, something sad happened. So I did what I always do to forget my troubles.
Anyway, I found you passed out on the floor, helped you up, then carried you back here.
And what were you doing in the infirmary late at night? Not bringing a girl there, I hope.
No, nope, I was definitely alone. I just had a bad feeling and I decided to look around to see if anyone needed my help.
Oh, my poor head.
Are you all right? Here, have some water.
What a thoughtful young man you are. You're a real gentleman, compared to that jerk who just...
That good-for-nothing guy who strung you along, whispered sweet nothings in your ear, then shattered your heart beyond repair? I agree. He's a jerk.
Oh no. Did I say those things to you?
Actually, your version had more details. Very detailed details.
Oh dear.
You know, Professor, you're a good catch. It's a shame that you've had no luck with men. You need a guy like me. Somebody who sees your beauty and appreciates how tender you are, emotionally, and how much love you have to give.
You're a smooth talker, even when you don't mean what you say. I'm going to change, so shoo, okay?
Sure, I can take a hint. Rest up, Manuela.
Thank you, Sylvain. I'm going to try and get some sleep. Did he just call me Manuela and not Professor? That sly little... Although... Me? With Sylvain? Now there's a crazy thought.
you pretend not to recognize me?
Annette,
I've been looking everywhere for you. Please stop treating me like a stranger. I can't bear it. Father, wait! How long will you keep avoiding me like this?
I have lost the right to face you or your mother.
This has nothing to do with rights. We're family. I'm your daughter.
Indeed, you are my daughter. Yet I am no father. I am only a fool who abandoned his family.
You really think it was foolish to abandon us?
I do.
Then the least you can do is apologize. I'm fine, but Mother deserves as much. I finished my studies at the School of Sorcery and the Officers' Academy. I have a busy and satisfying life now. But Mother, she's waited for you to return all this time, living under my uncle's roof.
I am sorry, Annette.
I already told you, don't say that to me. Apologize to Mother. Let her see your face.
That I cannot do. I know you do not understand, but it is the way of things. As for you, Annette, say the word, and I will disappear from your life forever. For now, though, I must return to my duties.
Father, how could you be so cruel?
Manuela, a moment?
Oh, hello, Sereth. I must apologize, but I'm quite busy. Perhaps we could talk another time?
I have already confirmed that you have no urgent business. I would like to hear your explanation now.
My explanation? For what?
Allow me to be more specific. Where were you, and what were you doing last night?
Oh, my dear Sereth. You must relax that worried brow. Those forehead creases will ruin your beauty.
Just answer the question, please.
What question is that? The one you already know the answer to? Last night I had a bit of fun and a bit of drink. Less of one and more of the other, sure, but...
How much you drink is not my concern. But you are an adult who is tasked with the supervision of children. You should not be causing trouble for the students. It is unacceptable for you to expose them to your disgraceful behavior. Even more so to impose upon them the labor of cleaning up your mess.
Oh, don't oversell it. All they did was walk with me back to my room.
From what I hear, you had to be carried.
I'd like to think I'd remember that. If it happened, and it probably didn't, it's not as if I'm heavy. Nobody hurt themselves. Did they? Come on, Sereth. Loosen up. If you're so worried about how I'll behave, why don't you join me for a drink sometime? I mean, I only get in trouble when I drink alone.
If it will help to improve your behavior, I would not object to accompanying you from now on.
Well, that sounds just delicious. What are you doing tonight, around...
But first I will lecture you on all of the intricacies of proper behavior in the supervision of children. And until I am done, you will not drink a drop of alcohol. If you agree to those conditions, I will join you. I will even drink with you. Alcohol has little effect on me.
That is just... You know, getting lectured by you is... Well, I think the word is torture. Yes, that's it. Torture. And I won't have it. I'm going to go get a drink and try to forget this ever happened.
How is it that you imagine yourself the tortured one?
Hello, Manuela. I was just wondering, what was it like back when you were involved with that opera troupe? Your life must have been quite different from how it is here, I imagine.
My, how bold to ask an adult about their private life. I'll humor you, though. A diva's life is only glamorous while she's on stage. The rest of her time is consumed by grueling training. Just days and days of practicing, beginning at sunrise, with barely a moment to rest from one performance to the next. Then, once the performances begin, you're on stage for 3 shows a day. Absolutely exhausting. Is that anything like you imagined?
It sounds like a world all its own. Thank you. I find the topic fascinating. What sort of roles did you tend to be cast in? As the lead performer, did you play the part of a princess much? Oh, I can only imagine how illustrious that would be.
Yes, I was a princess once or twice. And it was quite something, let me tell you. All those royal jewels and flowing gowns. And they didn't just give me the pretty clothes to wear because I was beautiful, you know. I had to fight and claw my way into every role. But once I was there on stage, singing my solo, and all eyes were on me, it was worth it. I was rewarded for every one of my countless hours of practice. And the cheers when I finished a song, the applause. Oh, I can't properly explain it, but I can tell you, it's an experience I will cherish until the day I die.
Wondrous. It all sounds so very glamorous. Despite how rigorous a schedule you kept, it sounds like the hard work was worth those fleeting moments on stage. Mine has always been a quiet life. It is hard not to feel a twinge of envy, hearing such stories from you.
There's a lot to be said for the quiet life. It was never for me, of course. Still, I hear it's a pretty good deal for a lot of other folks. The thing is, Flame, well, you always have to remind yourself that if a place shines brighter than anywhere else, its shadows will be darker too.
What do you mean?
Nothing. It's a thing I hope you never come to understand. You know what? The next time you visit, I'll tell you all about the time I played a beautiful princess, and about the handsome prince she fell in love with.
Oh, please! I would love to hear all about it.
Hello, Gilbert. Done with your drills? That's a shame. I was just about to ask if you'd spar with me. What bad timing.
Eh? As I understood, you wounded your arm in battle. Were you not told to avoid exerting yourself for some time, so as to not aggravate the injury?
The arm's all healed now. Thanks for asking. Besides, I have to keep exercising it or the muscle will waste away. Here I am, ready to spar.
Catherine, your wound was gravely deep and should be given time to heal.
It's not the first time I've gotten a scratch in battle. You needn't be concerned. Besides, eventually I'll lose this whole body, not just an arm. As a knight, I have to come to terms with the fact that I will die someday.
Please, speak not of such ill-omened thoughts. I could not bear to see you fall in battle, Cassandra. Pardon me. I am quite sorry, Catherine.
Is something wrong? It's not like you to blurt that out where anyone could overhear.
I allowed my emotions to best my good sense. My deepest apologies.
It's not like anyone is looking for me in Garreg Mach, but still. Since we both have secrets to hide, we'd do well to watch our mouths. Right, Gustave?
Yes, agreed. It may be poor compensation for my gaffe, but I will aid you in your training if you are still interested. If you're completely certain you're healed and strong enough, that is.
Always so formal, eh? Still, I humbly accept your kind offer, good sir. Let's see how your lance skills fare against me.